Yeah, and I don't think they're unrelated at all, Tucker. I mean, the truth is that Joe Biden and, let's face it, congressional Republicans have spent over $100 billion and counting on the Ukraine war. And meanwhile, the folks in East Palestine have poison in the water, poison in the air.
Hi, this is Alonzo Bodden with another Rebel HQ TYT video, and it seems Josh Hawley's upset. Now, is it the money, or is it Ukraine, or is it the infrastructure? Let's take a look. He's complaining about $100 billion being spent on Ukraine. Now, the Trump tax cuts, depending on the estimate, cost somewhere between $300 and $400 billion. So maybe it's not about the money. He's talking about East Palestine having poison air and poison water. Yet somehow, when the water in Flint, Michigan was poisoned, we didn't hear from Josh Hawley. Oh, it's the infrastructure. Is that it, Josh? It must be it. It's the infrastructure. Let's take a look.
It's clear that our infrastructure in this country is crumbling. And what is this administration doing about it? Frankly, what is Congress doing about it? Not a whole heck of a lot. It's not really about infrastructure at all. It's about woke politics. Why is President Biden so enthusiastically for it? Because it advances his far left agenda. The Green New Deal, elements of it across this bill. The climate change agenda, it's stuffed into this bill. Quotas for this, that, and the other in this bill. So this is a bill that is about the woke political agenda of the left.
Our infrastructure is crumbling, Josh. You know how I know that? Because there's an infrastructure bill through Congress, and you voted against it, Josh. You said the infrastructure bill was woke and leftist. Now, I don't know how repairing bridges or repairing roads or expanding the internet is woke and leftist, but sure enough, that's what you called it. You were against it, Josh. So why do you care about infrastructure now? You know what else, Josh? The train didn't have good brakes. You know why it didn't have good brakes, Josh? Because the Republicans voted against regulations. That's right, Josh. Your party doesn't like regulations. We all know that. The question is, what party are you going to be? Well, Josh is about to explain it to us.
And I think that that's a stark contrast. And I would just say to Republicans, listen, you can either be the party of Ukraine and the globalists, or you can be the party of East Palestine and the working people of this country.
So are these our choices for the Republican Party, Josh? The Republican Party can either be the party of Ukraine and the globalists or the party of the good people of East Palestine. Well, Josh, there are some other choices. It could be the party of the gun lobby. It could be the party of the book banning. It could be the party of the anti-trans people or the anti-gay or the anti-LGBTQ. It could be the party of the anti-woke. You see where I'm going with this, Josh? There's a lot of parties that the Republican Party could be. It could even be the party of, oh my God, there's an insurrection. Let me run like hell. Does that sound familiar, Josh? Maybe that's what the party is. Josh, you know what it isn't? It isn't the party of welfare. So let's talk about welfare and see where you stand on that.
It's time to say to the Europeans, no more welfare for Europeans. Let the Europeans take the lead on Europe. It is time to put the working people of this country first, to make those folks strong again and to make this country strong again.
So no more welfare for the Europeans. Is that what you're saying, Josh? Well, guess what? We at the United States have a long history of helping the Europeans. We helped them out in World War II. That would be when we made the world safe for democracy, and those people were called our greatest generation. Remember that, Josh? It's in those history books you want to ban. Now, here's the thing, Josh. You don't want any welfare for the Europeans because you're too busy giving welfare to the billionaires. That's right, Josh. How about we stop cutting taxes on billionaires and we might find enough money to help the Ukraine and help the people of East Palestine. We want to help those people, Josh, but I don't think the Republican Party has a long history of helping the, quote, working people. Now, here's another thing. Why are these working people still watching Fox News? It baffles me. We're in court right now. We're hearing that Fox News knew they were lying about the election, knew they were lying about the whole fake vote thing, that the whole thing was lies, and yet these working people are sitting here watching you right now, Josh, and somehow agreeing with you. I'm baffled. But yeah, let's end billionaire welfare, and we could afford Ukraine, we could afford infrastructure, we could afford East Palestine, we could even afford the working man.